Today's the day I give an explanation on what's going on with the Dream Game. Hey guys, and welcome back. Today, we're hopping into the discussion of the Dream Game. It's been a project I've been working on and off, ups and downs for about 3 years. Let's get into it. All right, so the current state of the game is here. This is map number 4 or 5. The last map didn't have anything innately wrong with it, but I just wanted a more centralized city, and while I'm trying to find a new programmer, which is kind of the big reason this game has not come to fruition yet, while I'm trying to find a new programmer, I might as well revamp the map once again, because it gives me something to do, and I'll like it a lot better at the end. So, this map is nearly double the size of the other map, with a centralized city, so it won't feel super lopsided. Our old map, the whole city was in one strip, and then there was like miles of map that was just grass and trees, and it really just didn't feel that good. So with this one, I have focused on a centralized, pretty decent sized city, and as well, no straight areas, or we have hills now. We have tunnels, hills, bridges, literally anything you could think of. Heck, we even have one that's going to be going underwater. You know, there's a lot more variation in this map, and I guess my goal for today build-wise is fill in all of the gaps in the city, because one reason this city is taking longer, it's not flat. So if we go to, like, let's say here, for example, these roads all line up, but they don't line up with this road, and of course they don't line up with this. So how do we make that a smooth transition to where you can ride through everything, but also have it look decent? Same with over here. Obviously, we can't just have a big step because that doesn't make sense. So that's been the biggest thing. My goal for today, build-wise, get the whole city filled in, not with builds, but make sure the floors are good and you can ride around everywhere. And if I'm feeling froggy, we might add even more roads and try to get the terrain in the game today. We'll see how that goes. Anyways, the reason there's been no updates for such a long time on this game is we are still looking for a lead programmer. So if you're out there, if you're watching this video, I'm looking for someone who specializes in vehicles on Roblox, and mainly motorcycles, okay? It's a lot different than cars. I found I had a really good guy, but he got some better opportunities that could pay a lot more than we could, and he decided to take those up, which, hey, I can't be mad at him for. But now we are stuck looking for another one. Anyways, I'm gonna get some of this done. Really, it's a lot of tedious, boring stuff. So right here, for example, all of these roads line up, so I can put that here, and we could drag it back to about here. We just want to make sure it doesn't overlap onto the road. We can go pretty much all the way into the sidewalk, though. That is not a problem. Get this Z-fighting back, and we'll use a wedge here. But then, how do we go about this side? So we have to pull this back some to where it's not like a super steep vert, and we have to use Archimedes, and then we could put an angle that matches up with this road, which, easier said than done sometimes. 7.5 is the closest we are gonna get, so let's render that in. And then over here, you see what I mean? Like, every spot in this city, there's a different challenge to fill in with it still looking natural. So I'm gonna get like pretty much all of this done, and I'll just check in when it is done. It's gonna be a lot of weird stuff going on here. Even this, I don't really like the steepness of, but it kind of makes sense. Oh boy, a lot of progress has been made. So we have everything filled in ground-wise. So this will be a lot easier to build onto instead of trying to fill in the ground and then make the area and all that stuff. As you can see, roads are still good, sidewalks are slightly above, and everything's pretty good. I added archways in pretty much everywhere. We have like the little ramps under the bridges. I didn't really do over here yet, but I'll figure that out. A lot more support beams anywhere that it makes sense. We've got dirt under the bridges, support beams here, another tunnel over here, supports. So much has gotten done, and I'm pretty excited about it. Another thing that I went ahead and did was added terrain, and Robo did a lot more roads, which is pretty cool. Now, we have 2 issues with the terrain, and we're gonna fix both of those ASAP. Number 1, it's all grass everywhere. Flat grass, that's it. So I want to break that up with water. I went ahead and placed some parts down, and I'm going to use part to terrain and change the part to air. So it'll make a gap in the in the grass. And I've also duplicated these parts, so after I make these air, there will be another set that I can make water, if that makes sense. So we'll go ahead and just start that part to terrain. We have it on air, and check this out, guys. I'm gonna click all of the blue parts, and it is just gonna cut this open and leave us a great spot to put water down. I do think having water is super important in maps like this. It makes it feel so much more alive. And if everything is just grass, it's a big yikes. As you can see, just put the water parts back, and they line up pretty good. I'm gonna try and just put these low. It's gonna be a little bit weird of a generation, I'm not gonna lie. But I wanna put them a little bit lower than the grass. And let's just give it a whirl, guys. Plugins, part to terrain, water, please. Just, yo, it's a little too far down, but we're close. We are very close. Now, guys, I think I've mentioned it. I recorded the first part of this a few days ago, and I think I did mention it. The reason the Dream Game's taking so long is we are currently out a programmer. Like, we do not have someone who can script the bike system, and that has kind of demotivated the rest of the team, myself included, because as much as I love working on this game, I don't want to complete this 5th map. I'm pretty sure it's either the 4th or the 5th. I don't want to complete it, and then the game goes nowhere because we never get a programmer. However, we're finally on the right path. We have a full Trello made, so not only is the map getting a revamp, we have completely revisited the gameplay loop and added so much to do in the Trello. Of course, having it in a Trello versus having it scripted in a game is two different things, but I did want to let you guys know that we are not just making a map for the 80th time. This time, we're actually focused on making the game the best it can be, and that has definitely excited me quite a bit. Anyways, I'm gonna get the rest of this water made. As you can see, it looks pretty dang cool, and we have bridges that will be going up and down within the game. So you'll be ramping them sometimes you'll just be driving over them. And those are also based off of a bridge in Chicago, because you guys already know we're going for the Chicago vibe. All right, guys, with the water done and the terrain started, the next issue we have with it, as you can see, there is grass growing through the sidewalks and the roads. That is not okay. I just had Robo make a plugin the first time we experienced this issue on the last map, and it's a godsend, man. Check this out. I can click on this road and click grass fixer, and I'm just gonna click fix selected parts to show you guys. Bro, no more grass. Now, this plugin is just such a lifesaver, man, and I can actually do fix all, so I don't have to click every single road. Well, the plugin took a little longer than I thought it was gonna, but it's finally done, and as you can see, if we go around the whole map, there is perfect padding next to the roads, and all of the roads are cleared off. The next thing is anywhere we had variation, which it's pretty nice that you can see where it was because it even cleared the grass off of those. We need to carve out that terrain. So if we go to our terrain tools, edit, I think we're gonna use sculpt and subtract. Brush size 4 could work pretty decent. And I'm gonna do the middle of the roads first and kind of work my way out. And the strength can definitely go up for now. But this is gonna be a very boring and tedious process because I have to go around this entire map. Any road that's slightly under this terrain, and it turns out there's a good bit of them. So I'm not gonna bore you guys with all of that. The main purpose of this video was to address the main concerns about the Dream Game and the comments who think I quit the project. That is definitely not the case. I think I've said it enough times in this video now, though, to where everyone will understand. I'm still looking for a programmer. Are you good? You want to just keep squeaking the toy the whole time? I mean, I guess that's all right. I'm still looking for a programmer, but I am back working on the map pretty regularly now. So you guys should start getting some updates. And if you guys want videos like this, where I'm just working on the game, let me know. If you guys want me to just wait off until it's ready to publish, let me know. I'll kind of go off what you guys are asking me to do, but that will wrap it up for today. If you did enjoy and want to see more content like this, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.